Dirt does not grow your hair. Low manipulation does. Hey loves, my name is Latoya Ebony. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, look around, subscribe. I've got a ton of natural hair care videos, and follow me on Instagram. Hit me in those DMs. Okay, but seriously though, follow me. Okay, so today, y'all gonna be mad at me. Y'all gonna be so mad, but I do want to preface this video by saying that this is just my opinion. Just an opinion, you guys. The title of this video is Unpopular Natural Hair Opinions. On the Andre Walker hair typing system, I believe that the hair pattern type for 4C should actually come before 4B. So you know I had to do it with a chart, right? So this is 4A, 4B, 4C. Now, 4C did not exist, right? So the natural hair community just added 4C on the end, and 4B is kind of just hanging out here as a zigzag when 4C is a coil. And on the rest of the chart, the progression goes from straight, and when it gets to curly, it goes big curl, medium curl, small curl, and so on. So type 4C is the only category that has a random zigzag pattern strand and then a coil. I believe this is why there's so much confusion about what 4B is as opposed to what 4C is. 4B is the texture that does not have a coil or a curl or anything like that. It's kind of just like a long crimp, a long, tight crimp. So if you have someone who is properly moisturizing their hair and they are aware of their porosity, they are doing everything right, but their hair is not coiling, it may be because they have type 4B. However, 4B is always described as a looser curl pattern to 4A that's in between 4C and 4A. Does that make any sense? So in my new reality, this is actually what I think the chart should look like. It should be 4A, 4B should actually be what 4C was, and 4C should actually be 4B, because this is what aligns with the natural progression of the chart. However, 4C was originally just added on there because Andre Walker did not include it. So really what needed to happen is these two needed to be switched and relabeled so that we have 4A, what was previously 4C in the 4B slot, and then 4C. I hope that makes sense. So in the grand scheme of things, like I said in my previous video, I really don't care that much about hair typing. I use it as a guide. I use it as a way for people to find my hair videos because of those categories. I do think that it's helpful and it's just a tool, but it's not the end all be all. I bring this up for a couple reasons. One, because I am really tired of the division that we're causing between ourselves because of this hair typing chart, when there are so many other things that are more important, like porosity and density and climate and all the other environmental factors that can determine how you retain length. Another thing is that most people believe, like I have stated in a past video, that type 4B is just like a bigger curl than 4C, when in all actuality, I believe that there are various coil diameters within the type 4 category that are not just confined by 3 patterns. These are just hypotheticals and this is just what I see. But if you have a hair pattern that doesn't curl or coil, it's possible that you actually have 4B, but the way that it's placed in the chart is making you feel like there's something wrong with you or there's something wrong with your hair. And when people tell you you are just not properly moisturizing, I don't think that that's necessarily the case. I'm going on a rant. If you get me, comment down below and tell me that you understand what I'm trying to say. At the end of the day, I believe this too from credible sources, that 4B, instead of it being clearly a zigzag, was a curl or a coil. Y'all, it don't even matter. I'm so over it at this point. Let's move on. Dirt does not grow your hair. Low manipulation does. Dirt is just buildup on the scalp. It doesn't have a nutritional value to it. It is stuff collected from the environment, the smog, people smoking around you, whatever there may be in your environment, it's getting collected on your scalp. And I think the reason why people think that dirt grows their hair is because a lot of times when they're not washing their hair is because they're not manipulating it. And it is really the low manipulation that is causing them to retain length. I don't believe that dirt grows your hair. Nothing grows your hair but the hair growth cycle, genetics, and time, really. So I'm just saying, like, hair growth is relative, but I don't think that dirt does it. Shrinkage is beautiful. It's not hard to do, and it's not hard to keep up with. Listen, y'all, I have kinky hair. I know that detangling can be an issue. I have been fed up with detangling my hair when I was just getting used to detangling, when I was feeling like it was taking too long, when I didn't have the right mindset, so I get it. It is unfortunate that if we keep our hair in a shrunken hairstyle for too many days, it can cause knotting. However, shrinkage is just a reality of having natural hair. I think that we can treat having a shrunken hairstyle just as preciously as we can treat flat ironing our hair. You wear your hair shrunken, you may get a couple knots. You flat iron your hair, you may get some heat damage. I believe that that's equal. Why can't we treat it as a treat? Why is it that every single time we're talking about shrinkage and rocking your shrinkage, the first thing is, but detangling your hair? And that's not necessarily the first thing that we talk about when we are flat ironing our hair. We view it as a treat because we can experience the length and the flow of our hair, but the same energy is not really given to shrunken hair. So like I said, I get you, I feel you. I don't even keep my hair shrunken for more than about 3-4 days. But I just don't feel like it has the respect that it deserves. I believe that head coverings are actually better protective styles than wigs and weaves. Your girl loves a good wig or a good weave every once in a blue moon to give myself a break, etc., etc. But the reason why I actually think that a scarf or a head covering is a better protective style is because of the low manipulation. A lot of the times, if you have natural hair, you are highly manipulating your hair in order to fit it under that wig, i.e. braids, cornrow patterns, things like that. Is it possible to do some twists and just pin it up? Absolutely. I've seen it done, but a lot of us, if you have thicker hair, it makes the wig look a little less natural. I feel that if you have less dense hair, you can do a lower manipulation style under a wig and have your wig still look good. But if you got thicker hair like me, a cornrow is usually the best way. And that's a lot of manipulation. The putting it in, the taking it out. So I actually want to get good at head wraps. Because 1, they're gorgeous, and 2, it's an amazing protective style. It will protect you from the elements. If you get it down, it looks like it'll be easy to do, and also you don't have to manipulate your hair that much. Now, if I did not trigger you in the last ones, this one is going to. I believe that a lot of naturals hide behind the term protective style or the ideal of protective styling with wigs because they don't really love their hair. Ooh, it burns. It burns. Okay, so we all get tired of our hair. I got there. Me being tired of my hair, of the time commitment was what made me texturize. I have a whole video on that. I was really in a bad headspace in which I felt like I really needed to manipulate my hair all the time in order for it to look a certain way. And because of that, I felt like it was a lot of work. And because of that, I thought texturizing would be a better option. And because of that, I had to chop off all of my hair. I believe in protective styling. I wear wigs. I call them protective styles as well. But there are a lot of people who are kind of claiming to be protective styling, but we never see their natural hair, ever. And this is not me, oh my God, please, you guys, this is not me trying to judge someone for what they do or how they do it or telling people what to do. I am not about that life. You don't tell me what to do, I don't tell you what to do. You know what I'm saying? However, I do believe that there's a large majority of people who are kind of hiding their hair under wigs because they're just not comfortable with the way that their hair looks. And that is why I'm doing these videos, to get people comfortable with the way that their hair is, the way that it looks, the fact that it's not straight, the fact that it doesn't naturally kind of flow in its shrunken state, to bring more images on my Instagram page about shrunken hair and how beautiful that can look as well, to encourage you about the beauty and the differences of your hair, to give you hairstyle ideas. Like, this is why I do what I do, because I care about you. Like, I genuinely care. That is why I'm always connecting with you guys in the comments. Now, this is not to pat myself on the back. Like, literally when I make videos, I am thinking about you and how I want you to feel beautiful and how I want you to feel confident as you go out and you conquer the world. I want you guys to love yourself and to love your hair. No, I'm not saying that if you wear wigs and stuff, you don't love yourself, you don't feel like you're beautiful. I cannot paint everyone in that way. However, that's just why I make those videos, for those people who feel that way, who know they feel that way, and who want to change. That's it. Can you guys please give me some uncommon beliefs down below? Because I need to see what y'all are thinking and believing, because you guys are constantly watching us like give you information, and I know that you guys are brilliant and you have your own thoughts as well. So share down below, and if you see something that you agree with, like it. I love you, and I will see you in a couple days. Mwah!